The case of Isaac Apodaca centers on the October 2022 death of 21-year-old Grace Jennings in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Prosecutors allege that Isaac Apodaca and his girlfriend, Kiara McCulley, planned and carried out Jennings' murder after luring her to their residence. Prosecution has relied on witness testimony, digital communications, internet search history, and forensic evidence to support their case. The defense challenges both the interpretation and reliability of key evidence. As with every criminal case, Isaac Apodaca is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
The court has returned the verdict forms as well as the 22 jury instructions that were sent back to deliberations with the jury. Mr. Apodaca, counsel, would you please rise? In the state of New Mexico versus Isaac Sampson Apodaca, cause D101CR 2023-25, we find the defendant guilty of murder in the first degree as charged in count 1, signed by the foreperson, the corresponding not guilty verdict form for count 1, and the two guilty and not guilty verdict forms for second degree murder have been left unsigned. With respect to count number 2, we find the defendant guilty of conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree is charged in count 2. The corresponding not guilty verdict form is left unsigned. You may be seated.
Thank you.
Do the parties wish the jury to be polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, either party has the right under our rules to ask that the jury be polled. So what that means is I'm going to start and ask each of you as to each count if the verdicts that I have received represent your verdict. So I'll start in the back row, and then I'll come around the back row, and Mr. Foreperson, I'll speak to you last. Okay. Juror number 1, with respect to count number 1, the jury has returned a verdict of guilty. Is this your verdict, and was this your verdict at the time the vote was taken?
Yes.
Juror number 2, as to count number 1, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 3, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 4, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 5, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 6, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 7, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 8, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 9, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 10, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 11, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Mr. Foreperson, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? The jury has been properly polled with respect to count number 1. With respect to count number 2, the verdict returned by the jury was guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. Juror number 1, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 2, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 3, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 4, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 5, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 6, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 7, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 8, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 9, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 10, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict? Juror number 11, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict?
Yes.
Mr. Foreperson, was this your verdict, and is this your verdict?
Yes.
The jury has been properly polled with respect to count number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, having completed and returned verdicts, I'm going to discharge you as the jury in this case. So a couple of quick instructions and I'll let you go. First of all the restrictions that were placed on you at the beginning of the trial are now lifted. You can talk to anyone you want to about the case. You can look up the names or any information about the case. All of those restrictions are lifted. You control all communications, so you can pick and choose if you want to talk to someone about the case and not to. Sometimes the attorneys want to speak to jurors. The way that happens, we have a special way of doing it. They have to notify the clerk of the court downstairs on the first floor. She would get the information and she would contact you and give you their contact information, and then you decide whether or not you want to return the call or the text message or the email. So you control all communications. No one should, none of the attorneys or their staffs or investigators or anybody should, come to your home or your work or anything like that to talk to you. If someone does approach you and you don't want to speak to them, simply let them know. And if anyone persists beyond that point, let me know, and we'll put a stop to it very, very quickly. With respect to your service, since you've sat through an entire trial, I give you the option if you want to be taken out of the larger pool for the rest of your service. All you need to do is let Angel know, and he'll let the jury clerk downstairs know. If you want to remain in the larger pool, you can. You may or may not be called back during your term of service. And if you remain in the pool, you'd be contacted in exactly the same way that you were contacted to be present for jury selection and to come back for the trial. Any questions about any of those issues? Okay. The other thing, I need to make sure you leave your notes with the bailiff. Your notes, along with the notes of the alternates, will all be destroyed. Have you retrieved all of the exhibits? Okay. So that was the other thing I need to check on. We need to have all the original exhibits back in the court's custody. The last thing I want to talk to you about is this experience. It is not normal for most of us to sit through a trial or a hearing or any kind of a forum where, you've heard testimony from the Office of the Medical Investigator, you've seen crime scene photos, you've seen autopsy photos, you've heard the testimony in the courtroom. We've come to know over time that this process can inflict a type of trauma to individuals. So Angel will give you a pamphlet that's been prepared by the Administrative Office of the Court that just discusses that. I've been talking to juries now for over 10 years about this issue because I had a situation where a couple of years after a trial, I ran into, just by happenstance in the community, a former juror, and part of that conversation was how they were still had a problem, were kind of upset, disturbed by their experience. After that conversation, I asked them, what they had done to kind of process the whole experience, and the response I got was, well, nothing. I would suggest to you that you take some time in the next couple of weeks in whatever you normally do in your life to deal with complex emotional situations and things that you've been exposed to, that you take some time and actively process what you've been through. And again, whether that's having a conversation with a friend over a cup of coffee or going for a walk up at Aspen Vista up in the mountains, whatever you normally do, I encourage you to take some time to do this in the next few weeks so that you can kind of put this in context with the other things that have occurred in your life and hopefully help you to heal and move on. Do any of you have any questions for me about any of that? So what we're going to do is I'm going to discharge you in just a moment. Angel will walk you out. The rest of us will remain in the courtroom. Once you're past the guard station at the front of the building, then I'll release everyone else in the courtroom. Last thing I'd like to say on behalf of the court, all of my staff, and the parties, we'd like to thank you for your patience. Didn't know we were going to have a power outage today, but thank you for your patience during the trial, your attention, your commitment to the process, and all the work that you've done. I discharge you as the jury for this case. Would all rise while the jury departs? All rise. Thank you all. If you go with the bailiff, please.